Story, story time. I remember as a kid growing up, I wasn't raised by my mother nor my father. They both were drug addicts, and I was raised by my grandmother, and she loved me dearly. Right, that was some sacrificial love that my mom demonstrated, and my father, to allow my grandmother to raise me. But I remember growing up, and because I didn't have the love for my mom and dad, uh, I remember when I first became a believer. And it was so amazing to me when I think about how God loved me out of nowhere, right? And I think about His grace. And because He loved me, I'm like, I am going to live holy. Because He loved me so much, I'm going to live holy. And I remember I would go to church week in and week out. Got married young, demonstrating the love of Christ. And doing that, I remember I was struggling in my marriage quite a bit because I am going to live holy. And the more holy I tried to live, the more I failed Him, right? The more I failed. And then one time God was like, the more you try to live holy, the more I'm disappointed in you. And I couldn't understand that. I couldn't understand that for the longest. The more I try, Lord, the more you're disappointed in me. And what He was explaining to me was, my grace is free. It's absolutely free. You don't have to work for it. Because of my grace, I see you holy. Because of my grace, you became a slave, He said. He said, because of my grace, you became a slave to righteousness. So there's nothing you can do. The more you try, the more self-righteous you become. The more you can puff out your chest and people see you living holy. And you're like, yes, because of what I do. Because I do this and because I do that. Because I incorporate this into my life. Because I read the scriptures daily and meditate in His word. That's why I'm so holy. God is like, no, there's nothing you can do. It's not anything you can do. So I learned to accept His grace daily. And the more I accept His grace, the easier it became to walk with Him. When I realized there's nothing I can do to be holy. There's nothing. True story.